What's up, everyone? It's Ray J back with another video, and in this one, I want to break down some bullish news that came out for Tesla stock. I want to break down what's happening with the share price right now, what's going on with the overall market. What you should be watching for as time progresses. But let me just mention that I am not a financial planner. Make sure you take nothing I say as financial advice. And also, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link. You deposit $100, you're guaranteed 5 free stocks. You deposit $1,000, you're guaranteed 15 in total, and the offer ends in just 6 days. Anyways, for Tesla, we're approaching resistance at 225. If we do break that, there's going to be even more upside potential, as Tesla's holding up very, very nicely. The market's getting defended right now by buyers. The buyers are stepping in again, trying to push things back up. So I'll break down more information about this in just a minute. But I first want to talk about this. We have some big news that came out from the Tesla battery supplier LG, providing us updates on the 4680 cell mass production. This is actually a pretty good piece of news. LG Energy Solutions, or LGES, is once again giving us more updates for their factory known as the Ochang. I could be saying that wrong, I apologize, but it's the Ochang factory in South Korea. And we're going to be looking for new mass production mechanisms to be incorporated in late Q3 or Q4 of 2024. They're giving us a very, very important update, which is a good piece of news. The new 4680 battery line at Ochang plant is going to be very, very important because they're going to be, once again, bringing forward the mass production schedule as much as possible. They're also talking about some potential capacity pieces of information as well. So it's worth noting that they're going to have an initial capacity of 8 gigawatt hours of 4680 cells annually, which could help supply about 110,000 EVs, and Tesla is expected to be among the recipients of the batteries according to their reports. They also are going to be able to supply 46 serial battery cells alongside other specifications, which could be very, very useful. And there's going to be even more produced at the Arizona plant. So that's actually some good piece of news, a good piece of growth for Tesla, and this will help them in a lot of different ways, at least for the more medium term. For other pieces of news, I just wanted to mention that with the GDP numbers looking decent and initial jobless claims data looking decent, tomorrow we have PCE. I will talk more about this in more detail, but just keep this in the back of your mind. Another important inflationary reports coming out. And then there's also a lot of talk about the next software update, at least for Tesla. We're going to be looking for new changes right over here. So we actually are going to be looking for the new hardwares that are going to be incorporated to work alongside AI4. That's what they're calling the new hardware. I think this is actually some good news for them because these new updates that are coming out are going to increase their parameters, and then this is also going to allow them to run the new hardware a lot more effectively. And then there's been a lot of talk about how with these different things that here, Elon Musk was also talking about how this is going to poise them to be in a much better position as they're trying to train these new hardware computers. So very, very cool stuff. There's been a lot of insights about this. The next update that's coming out very soon. Very, very cool stuff. Anyways, going back to the markets, what do I see for Tesla? We've been testing resistance very close to about 225. If it were to break this, where this imbalance happens to be, we could be going all the way up to about 229.31. Tesla also has support around 222, not to mention the 219 zone. If that were to break, I'd be looking for basically 217 and 215. Overall, we're still looking more bullish. Tesla's trying to kind of uptrend right here. So this could be some metrics for a reversal. We do have a bullish divergence that was established right here as we're trying to push. So there's a sign that Tesla's trying to bounce, but we need confirmation. And I would like to see Tesla try to get back over 229 for a real bounce. It's still always possible for us to get a rejection and continue lower. Not a guarantee. Looking at the fact that we're breaking structure right here, this is a good sign that Tesla is trying to reverse. So we'll have to see if you break it a little bit higher, establish a higher low, and then continue from here. I'll be watching, see if that ends up being the case. But as of right now, their buyers defending. We could be retesting the highs. We could even try to break them of the day and start pushing closer to the higher 220s. I think there's a good chance Tesla will try to do that if we break past 225. It's a tough resistance, but there is potential in this. Now, for SPY, we're getting a bullish cross in the PPO. Now, we did dip. We actually got a little dump on SPY in the morning, only to get bought back up. So the buyers are defending. If you actually look at the charts, when you look at the 4-hour, we're not really there yet, but I'm going to be looking at this resistance, 542, to see if SPY could break that or not. If we break this, we should be looking for a bounce. If not, it is what it is. But as of right now, we're looking pretty good. We just need to see this thing hold. As long as we hold above 540, we'll be in a good place. If we break past 542, we're going to could be in an even better place. So I'll be watching to see if we end up getting that bounce. That's going to be very, very pivotal for the way we end up moving. For Nvda, We dumped pretty hard all the way down to about 106, just under our 107 targets, only to get bought back up. So watch resistance on Nvidia very close to about 115. And that's going to be one of the most important levels. If we get back above that, Nvidia could rebound temporarily. If we fail to do so, there could be a rejection. So watch and see if we can try to get back above 115. So far, so good from Nvidia. For Bitcoin, we're trying to break past 64,650. If this breaks, we could be getting closer to about 65,300. So far, there's a good chance that Bitcoin's going to try to break past this. So it's looking pretty good in my opinion. Let's just double check a few more of these. We have the QQQ trying to rebound. It dipped all the way down to about 455, just above my 454 targets if we had lost 460. But now we're getting bought back up. If we close above 460, that's going to be a decent sign. If we get back above specifically 462, that will be a better sign. And a good sign would be if we break past 464. So watch those resistance levels. Watch and see if we could hold above 462, and then see if we could break 464. If we break 464 on the QQQ, we could be looking for a bounce tomorrow. I'm seeing some life in the markets. For Apple, we dipped all the way down to about 214 only to get bought back up. I want to see if we could try to get back above 218, followed by 220. There's going to be two important resistance levels. Our support's all the way down here around 216, so I actually favor upside, so that's looking more probable to me. For the IWM Russell 2000, we're also looking for a nice balance right over here. If we hold above 220, it's going to be a good sign. If we break past 222, that'll be even more bullish. There is potential for us to go all the way up to 222, in my opinion. But let's just see if we hold 220 first. For Coinbase, we came all the way down to 232, the exact level we called out. Actually went a little bit lower, and then we got a nice little rebound. So I'm gonna be looking to see if we can break past this body of this candle. If we break past 240, we'll be looking for 243.5. If we end up losing support all the way down here at 238, I'll be looking for a dip all the way down to about 234. So I actually favor the upside. I think that there's a good chance we go up to 240 plus. I'll be watching to see if that ends up being the case. For Amazon, we dipped all the way down to about, so I'm just going to double check this. We hit 177 only to rebound. The full measured move from the head and shoulders would have taken us down to about 175, so we came a little bit short, but it still was a great move. So right here, guys, we had this head and shoulders like structure. We did come short of coming all the way down to about 174, but it's okay. We're still seeing buyers defending, and we'll have to see if we could hold 180 or not. If this holds, I'll be looking for a test of 182. For Meta is looking a little bit weak compared to the market. We are seeing buyers trying to defend it. Can we get back above 460? We'll be watching for that. There is potential for it to push closer to that, but it's not that strong. Same thing with other big techs. Some tech stocks are still kind of weak, like Microsoft. Microsoft is trying to get bought back up. I want to see if we can try to break where this wick is, the 425 resistance. If we break that, this could try to bounce, so we'll see. Google's also trying to rebound. We'll see if we can try to get past this resistance around 175. If that's the case, we could try to rebound. I'll be watching to see if big tech could get bought back up. But so far, Tesla is trying to get bought back up. SPY is fighting 542. We're getting closer. So there's a lot of buyers defending. We'll have to see if this continues. We have PCE data coming out for tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. So for Tesla, we're up almost 4%. We're getting a little rebound. We held the support we called out to 12. So it's looking pretty good. Okay, pretty good so far. Can we break 225? We'll just have to wait and see. If this breaks, there'll be even more upside coming. But that's the resistance to watch for. Let's see if Tesla could get back above 225, and let's see if we hold that for now. With that being said, thank you all so much for listening. Hope you guys have an absolutely spectacular rest of the day. I'll see you guys very, very soon on the next one. Thank you for listening, and peace out.